Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Glad that we are using some of the Napa Valley's finest grapeseed flour here.
Me too.
Can you tell me how you started the whole thing with coming up with?
Well, it started, I'd heard about you guys originally, and it started, I kind of got rid of all the ingredients that to me were questionable, so all our flours are organic. The last thing that was on my list was our blend of olive oil and canola oil that I was using just to spray out the bins that I put all the dough in so the dough doesn't stick. And we talked with you guys, and you had the extra virgin, so we started using that, and that was the beginning of this kind of relationship we formed. So I started using the grapeseed oil to get rid of my canola oil, and then the flours came in, and then the varietal oils came in, and just we've been kind of slowly working together and just kind of coming up with these different ideas and different products, different breads, different ways of using. I mean, it's such a great product.
So I see you've got a beautiful spray bottle here, and this is filled with our Salute Sante grapeseed oil.
Right.
This has become like a core ingredient that goes a little bit of love in every one of the bins here to keep them from sticking with the making of the dough. And it's really exciting to see such a high ingredient going into every creation that you make here. And as we're making the grapeseed oil right here in the Napa Valley from our winery supply that comes in form of pumice, and then we're sorting out the seeds and taking them, separating them out by variety. After depressing the oil, we actually end up with a cake that we ground into grapeseed flour. And because we treat the seeds like food and not like garbage, we actually have a food grade pumice to begin with.
Right.
And then we have the seeds that are cleaned to the point where it's actually a beautiful grain. So we got some grapeseed flours here that you're working with, I see.
Right. So this one here, this has got a rye base, and you can see it's got a pretty hefty percentage of the grapeseed flour.
Which grapeseed flour are you using here?
This one is the Chardonnay.
All right. The grapeseed oil is actually one of my favorite too, and it's got a characteristic just like Chardonnay. Nice buttery nuances to it, and it shines in this loaf here. Okay.
It's got a huge, like almost 20% of the flour is grapeseed.
Wow. Looks nice. It's already forming a good.
Yeah. So this is another thing is that you start with the percentage of water. Flour always absorbs at different rates.
So what if I tell you that a spoon of this grapeseed flour has actually antioxidants in a level that you'd have to eat multiple pounds of oranges.
Right.
It's just in one spoon of grapeseed flour you get this dose of antioxidants.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, that's just another one of those amazing benefits to the whole thing. So you can see, this one isn't done yet. This is so what I'm doing is just putting the water and the flours together. And I didn't put the Polish in there or the levain that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to let this sit and kind of let the water absorb into the flour. It starts an enzyme reaction. It makes it easier to digest, less mixing. So it's, this is just another little step in the process. So this is just going to sit. You can kind of get the color tones that are in there from the grapeseed. This is one of my personal favorites out of all these. Yeah, it's just, I push it as far as I can. A lot of it, like I said, is there's a flavor balance, there's a textural balance, there's how the bread holds together, so there's a lot of different things to kind of weigh into how you're doing it. But I figured out a way to really push high levels of it in there, and being able to get a good amount in there, so you really do get a flavor and a profile that's there, that's not something you kind of search for. It's actually kind of up front.
Can't wait to see it come out of the oven in a few minutes.